that moment when we were completely lost in the melody of each other, as if George Formby could lift every mist, every rain-filled cloud, his refrain untamed. Did you know that we can sing without eyes? I didn't, not till today, when we locked gaze and sang like old friends.
Here I am in
Belarus.
Belarus.
When we knew each other's thoughts with just a smile, laughing just because we can. There is no greater song than that.
I'm going to try and get some sleep today because really we're cruising today, we're having a breeze today. Tomorrow is a big day and we start the play scheme. I'll tune up my ukulele. I bought 2 ukuleles, one's a children's, one's just a little soprano, and then my concert ukulele. I've got a hand drum and a bag of percussion instruments, and I'll just try and link music into, you know, whatever anyone's doing really. I'm not going to kind of run a music session, I don't think, because I haven't got enough instruments, and there's 55 children all together here at the moment.
Today is like the first bird singing, the first sunrise, the first footstep, the first taste of the lapping waves. None of these can please me again in the same way since I have known our song, my friend. In the same way since I have known our song. And I thank you, more than thank you, thanks a million for this loving gift. Yeah, I thank you, and more than thank you, thanks a million for this loving gift to share myself beyond myself. It's like the first bird singing, the first sunrise, the first footstep, the first taste of the lapping waves. None of these can please me.
Mind you, maybe because I was saying, I don't know, but my Russian's not fabulous. In fact, it's rubbish. Anyway, it's home already. Very, very difficult day today. I think maybe because of getting up at 2 o'clock yesterday morning and not getting to bed till 2 o'clock this morning and travelling all through the day. I was just on my last legs. I finished. I woke up this morning, everyone thought I was half dead.
And I do piano blue is Russian for I love you, and I sure do.
My head is like a bucket, my throat is like a cheese grater. Oh God, I'm going to lose my voice and I need it. So it was really very, very traumatic. Lots of tears I had this morning in private because it was only because I'm with such dear, lovely, wonderful people, friends from my career history, people that I know and love, who know and love me. That I was able to carry on this morning because it was really, really hard to drag myself out of the bed. I was so tired. Anyway, I had to get out of bed, obviously, because we were going to the orphanage today, and we went, and I met some beautiful children. And in particular, I met Sasha. He was the one standing who didn't come for cuddles. All the children ran and everyone was playing with them and they were playing ball and swings and cuddly, and he was just stood his own at the back, little chubby kid. Nobody wanted to play with. Just watching everyone, he was. Really watching. So I sat down next to him and he just sort of looked at me. Didn't pay me much attention. But he edged over towards me. Did rub his arm. Tears just started coming down his eyes, took out down his face. He didn't look away, he was just looking ahead, but tears. I said, oh Sasha, come here love, come here. And he's pushed his little body into mine, And I put my arms around him and he climbed up into my lap and just cried. He just cried, and I really wanted to cry with him, and I thought, no, that's not going to help him now. I just need to hold it together. I just rocked him in his arms and sang, "Rock-a-bye, baby, on the treetop. When the bough breaks, the cradle will roll. And when the bough breaks, the cradle will fall. Down will come Sasha." And when I said his name, it was the first time he looked up at me, right into my eyes, and he had beautiful blue eyes. And he was staring at the swing. And then somebody got off the swing, and suddenly he just jumped down off my lap and ran over and got on the swing. But he didn't quite know how to make it work. It was sort of like a rope ladder that you could swing on. And he sat on it. He didn't want me to push him, and I pushed him. He was like, no, he was frightened. So I hid on the corner. Every time he came forward on the swing, I went, blah, 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 blah. And he started laughing and smiling, which was lovely. So, boo! That old chestnut works every time, doesn't it? Boo! Gave him my biggest smile. Sasha. He smiled back. Bless him. And as we were leaving there, yesterday one of the lads from the Caerphilly Youth Service came over, this big strapping lad with a bald head, and I could see that Sasha was looking at him and the other kids were cuddling him, and he just walked over to him, cuddled him and walked off. And I said to Yestin afterwards, you know, I think you could really build a bond with that little boy, because he doesn't connect with everyone. You know, he didn't run over to anybody else and cuddle them.
Sasha, oh, sweet Sasha, my wild flower stood stock still whilst the wind sings with other petals at will. Eyes dancing, glancing, longing, closed strong against the sunshine, lest it only comes the once, then leaves you cold once more. Best ignore this morning breeze. Sasha, sweet Sasha, bluebell eyes caressed within your milky, unloved skin. I pick you, for it is easy to love those who rush to love us in return. Sasha, you teach us so that we can learn the patience to love those too scared to love. I stroke your arm. You do not move nor pull away. You stay solid, planted. Slowly, raindrops squeeze, ease themselves from the very soul of your bluebell truth. Dewdrops on rose-petal cheeks. We are both tear-stained. I swallow mine. I hold you in embrace. You push your tiny heart against my chest, and I hold you closer still, then rest until you coil as if inside my womb, nurtured by my arms. Hush now, my Russian butterfly. I see the colour of your wings. Hidden in these shadows, we can fly. We can fly together. I smile into your face. Oh, I smile with every inch of my body. I smile from the very core of my being. I smile as if I may never ever smile again. I smile for you, Sasha. And slowly, slowly you smile too. Oh. And part of me wants to pick you up and run so fast they will never catch us. We will open your wings and cast aside these caterpillar days. We will kiss the scent of flowers, and we will lose all trace of this barren eternity. Oh, but visiting time ends, and we are friends, torn apart before our friendship begins. You retreat to your shadowy safety. What right do I have to ease you from your stillness, if my love be transitory? Well, my friend, all love is of this nature. It has no rules. And in this fleeting glimpse of each other's heart, maybe you will start to trust and love and embrace, and to face the movement of time to replace these shadows. Oh, come into the sunlight, Sasha. Come into the sunlight, Sasha. Come into the sunlight, for it is where butterflies belong.
Easy here. It kind of is because of the people I'm with, and actually the hostel is fab. I mean, it's beautiful compared to, it's £1 a night. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, okay, there's no hot water, the toilets are a bit the beds are a bit but it's fabulous, and we're catering for ourselves, so the food is wicked, and the grounds here are beautiful, and even like the building where the orphanage is, it's actually quite nice, you know. But all of those children with no one, no parents, no family, imagine that, nothing, just each other and these strangers come in every now and again for fun. A bit like an auntie that comes to visit you in the summer holidays. You can't wait, and she takes you to great places, and you have a fabulous time, and then she has to go.
И эта семья очень-очень-очень многодетная.
And this family has many children.
И как всегда это бывает в многодетной семье, у нас много забот, много расходов, и иногда не хватает денег.
And as it usually happens with families with many children, we have many cares, we have many expenses, and sometimes we run out of money.
Да. И Уэльская благотворительная организация всегда помогает нам решить наши хозяйственные вопросы.
And the organization always helps us to solve our household problems.
Я хочу сказать, что за эти 7 лет качество жизни наших воспитанников в детском доме, оно, конечно, улучшилось благодаря вам, вашей организации.
And of course, because of you and your organization, the quality of life on our children has gone up over the past 7 years.
Did you feel it? That moment when we were completely lost in the melody of each other, as if George Formby could lift every mist, every rain-filled cloud, his refrain untamed. Did you know that we can sing with our eyes? I didn't, not till today, when we locked gaze and sang like old friends from the days when we knew each other's thoughts with just a smile, laughing sing just because we can. There is no greater song than that, sang into the heart of a child. It's like the first bird singing, the first sunrise, the first footstep, the first taste of the lapping waves, and none of these will please me again in the same way since I have known our song, my friend. In the same way since I have known our song. There is no need for lyric, no need for chorus, no need for verse. There is no need for us to march from start to end. No, my friend, in this cacophony of sound we break the rules and we sing as if no other song had been heard before. Today is like the first bird singing, the first sunrise, the first footstep, the first taste of the lapping waves. None of these can please me again in the same way since I have known our song, my friend. In the same way since I have known our song. And I thank you, more than thank you, thanks a million for this loving gift. Yeah, I thank you, and more than thank you, thanks a million for this loving gift to share myself beyond myself. It's like the first bird singing, the first sunrise, the first footstep, the first taste of the lapping waves. None of these can please me again in the same way since I have known our song, my friend. In the same way since I have known our song. Oh, la 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 la, Natasha. La 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 la, Karina. La 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 la, Nikita. La 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 la, Vika. Yeah, Tibia, Blue, Russian for our love you, and I do. Yeah, Tibia, Blue is Russian for our